What's up? What's up, Swag Squad? T with the Diva here. What's happening then? What's happening then? Good evening, my good people. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. We're just gonna wait a minute because it's been a minute. I've been gone for a minute and I'm back with a jump off. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, baby. Oh, I'm so happy it's Friday. TGIF. F, 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 F. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, good people. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. Please hit the like button. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, and I ain't been on this thing. It's been a minute. It really has. It really has. And how is everybody else doing? So, I come to you today because I just want to know what everybody thought about the movie Straw. I just want to know everybody's opinions and what did they think. And I mean, even the people that will watch this on the replay, just get in the comments and tell me what did y'all think about the movie. So a little fun fact about me: I don't like movies. I don't like going to the movies. I am not one of those people who midnight before the movie come out, I'm running to the movies to see the movie. I don't like movies. I have ADHD and I don't understand hardly the movies that I watch thoroughly anyway, and I don't have that time to watch all through those movies and all those hours. And if I give all my time to a movie that I don't like, that's time that's wasted. So hello, Yenny. I have been hearing a lot of good things about Straw. If you haven't seen the movie, it's on Netflix, and I would not advise you to watch this video because I am going to tell all of the facts of the movie. If you spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, I'm going to just talk about all of it. So I watched the movie on Netflix with Taraji P. Henson. For those of you who don't know, this is a movie that Tyler Perry is a Tyler Perry movie, you know, in his studio, a movie from him. Hello, Alex. Is in his studio and it's one of his movies. So I watched the movie Straw. I heard a lot of, I don't want to say critics, but a lot of people saying that they felt like it, that Tyler Perry, period, plays on black women's struggles. So, I mean, I don't agree with that. I don't think that that's what he does. I don't feel like he plays on black women's struggles. I do think that he doesn't have a lot of experience with a lot of other racist struggles. I mean, he's a black man who was raised by a black woman. So clearly he's going to have a lot of just a lot of history on the struggles of a Black woman, just everyday life. So the beginning of the movie, she's in a rundown house, or I mean a rundown apartment, and it's not kept, it's not well kept at all. It's really junky, and everything is just disheveled, and her daughter is sleeping in the bed with her. So they get up, and I guess she's getting ready for work. So she gets ready for work. She gets the baby ready, wakes the baby up, and she goes outside. She goes outside. The landlord is screaming from the third roof, the third top tier of the apartments, hollering at her, talking about her being evicted because her rent is past due. Taraji, her name in the movie is Janaya. I think it's Janaya. Janice Janaya or something like that. So Janaya is running outside. She's late for work. She's trying to get to drop the daughter off at school. And she is trying to hurry up so she can get to work. She works at a supermarket. Glenn Turman is her supervisor, boss, manager, whoever. But she she argues with the landlord at first. The landlord is arguing with Taraji, and the landlord is telling her that she's going to get evicted because she hasn't paid rent. Taraji is like, I get paid, I get my check today, I'll bring the rent back and whatnot or whatever. So then she gets in a car. The car is just raggedy. Sinbad is sitting out there. I think he was in a wheelchair. Yeah, Sinbad was in a wheelchair. So he's sitting outside, and he is asking her for money. She ends up giving him some change or something, and she rushes over to work. She drops the baby off at school. She goes to work, and she getting hollered at. Just in the beginning. So the school ends up calling her daughter's school, and they tell her that the baby has had a seizure, she's sick, and that she needed to come see her. Taraji goes to the school. Well, she tells Glenn Turman that she needs to leave. So she like, I gotta go, whatever. I gotta go see about my daughter. He's threatening her because she gonna get fired, and you always got something going on, and blah, blah, blah. I hear that the little girl was prone to have seizures in the movie. However, I wasn't aware of that in the beginning. So the little girl was having seizures. The school calls. Taraji rushes to the school, and she's trying to go see about the girl. Taraji gets to the school, and CPS intercepts. They say that they have to question it. She got to have a case, I guess, because the baby is sick. And I don't know, Taraji may be the reason why she's sick, or the reason why she's having these seizures. I'm not sure what the reason for that was. That's one of my questions. Why did they feel like they had to take her because she had seizures? Why did they feel like Taraji couldn't take care of her? Why did they want to take her? So they took her. So she can't get her. So she's going back to work. On her way back to work, she get into an accident with a cop. They get into it. It was just all kind of stuff. So she gets back to the job. Glenn Turman, I don't even know what his name was. He was the supervisor though. But anyway, he tells her, yeah, you got to get fired because You been gone too long. Hey, baby. Hey. Did you see Straws? Did you see the movie Straws? That's what I'm talking about. Mimi, you ain't see Straws. No, you ain't seen it. You ain't had time to watch no dang on movie. So I'm talking about Straws. So if you haven't seen it and you want to see it, don't look at this live. Yeah, you haven't seen it. But if you want to see it, don't look at this live because so I'm talking about all the stuff that I told you. So she gets into it. So she get back to the job. Glenn Turman tells her she's fired because she was more than 2 hours late. You don't think it could be spoiled? You think the movie could still be good? Mia, a lot of people saw this movie. Look it up. It gets a lot of rave reviews, a lot of positive reviews. Yeah, just look it up. Look it up. So anyway, he ends up telling her that she was fired. So she asks if she can get her check. He tell her, no, when you get fired, your check come in the mail. So she like, I need my check. She done told about 4 people, I'm going to pay you when I get my check. I get my check today. I'm going to pay you when I get. I'm like, dang, how big is this check? This must be a bonus on this check because you about to pay everybody. She had done told bill collectors. She told the landlord. She done told everybody that she going to pay them when she get this check at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know who get paid at 10 o'clock in the morning either. That was a little strange to me. But anywho, so she goes on. Make sure y'all hit the like button. So she goes on and she had the accident with the police officer. She gets fired from her job. So she goes back up to the job also. So she's sitting in the office. She's standing in the office, actually, because she hadn't even sat down. She's standing in the office while Glenn Turman is like counting a till or counting some money or something. Somebody comes in the office and robs them. She gets a hold to this piece, this pew pew pow pow, boom boom bang bang, and she ends up unaliving the robber. Glenn Turman, the manager, he tries to jump in and she ends up by mistake shooting him. She shot everybody by mistake. She didn't mean to shoot anybody. So then she grabs her check off the desk. She goes into the bank and she is going to cash her Wiggum. She got her check with her. She gonna cash her Wiggum. She gets a gun. The gun, she already had the gun because she brought the gun from the robbery. She got the gun, but she's not robbing anybody. She's just like, please cash my check. That's when Sherry Shepard comes in. Sherry Shepard is a manager at the bank, assistant manager, whomever. So now she wants the clerk to cash her $510 check. The clerk thinks she's robbing the bank, so the clerk just trying to give her money. She's telling her, no, I don't want your money. I just need you to cash my check. So then they start surrounding the bank. The police did. Because it was said that, I guess whoever caught them told them that she had a bomb also. So the police, they are outside. The hostage team of the police department are trying to negotiate with her and get her to come outside. where they are waiting to arrest her, but she's not robbing anybody. She's not holding anybody hostage. She's not telling anybody that they can't leave out. They could come and go as they please. And somebody call her on the phone and tell her daughter was unalive. She passed away. And I swear, it was just, and Tyler Perry, in the interview, Sherri Shepherd had an interview with The Breakfast Club, and she said that Tyler Perry only spends like 4 or 5 days to wrap these movies up. And I can believe it, because it's just like, it's always just all kind of loose ends, and just this part, and like, how movies carry you from point A to point B, and you are automatically watching this movie, but the movie is showing you or telling you, or you're watching the series of events unfold, because the different scenes are showing you the way the movie is progressing. Well, not Tyler Perry. He just gonna show you the first part, and then you're gonna see the last part. And it's not gonna be nothing in between. So Sherri Shepherd said, when because she got the show. So she asked him, like, how long do you need us? And he said, she said, should I block out like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What? How long should I block out? He said, no, you don't need but 4 or 5 days. She said she was so excited because, of course, other movies that she's done in the past, they have allowed, has had to, carve out a lot of more time of her schedule. And I just say to Tyler Perry, I mean, of course, the Black woman's struggle is real. And I mean, unfortunately, I have been on the other side. I mean, the same side as Taraji has been with a lot of those things. I mean, I'm not a stranger to evictions. I'm not a stranger. I ain't never been set out, but I ain't no stranger to evictions. I ain't no stranger to repossessions. I'm not a stranger to, I haven't had a sickly kid, but I mean a kid being sick and having to take care of it by yourself. I'm not a stranger to those things. So I'm aware that things can happen and things can go on, as far as, you trying to, make ends meet and rob Peter to pay Paul and whatnot. And Janice, whatever her name was, whatever Taraji character name was, it was evident that she really didn't have a support system. That's the only difference between she and I. I have not done nothing by myself. I've not been anywhere alone where I had to just take care of everything by myself, didn't have nobody to call, could only just depend on myself. And I got to leave work in the middle of the day as soon as I get there because my baby's sick and I got to go up to the school. Like, I've always been fortunate enough that I've had someone that I could call on in order to, pick my kids up and stuff like that. But unfortunately, that is, and I mean, I don't believe that as African Americans that we got a patent on struggling. I mean, I believe everybody struggles. I believe that, everybody falls on hard times. I mean, all races. I don't believe that that's just a African American or a Black thing. But I believe that the message that Tyler Perry was trying to portray or trying to relay with his audience, I think it kind of fell on deaf ears because of all of the assuming that you have to do. Just like I said, Okay, so the baby has seizures. Why did the school feel like because she had seizures that Taraji couldn't take care of her and that they needed to take her because she has seizures? Like, I didn't understand that. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand, like, why did it appear as if Taraji just was unfit because her daughter was sick and she wasn't able to get to her immediately? Or was it that she put someone or something before her child once upon a time? But that's still not enough for CPS to take your child. So it's just instances like that. Then when we go to the bank, when she went to the bank with the gun, and I guess she just, had the gun out, and it was just, her carrying it without, concealing it. But she didn't hold anybody hostage. She didn't give anybody a note. She didn't, the people, she was backed by, the tellers and the representative who was taking care of her. All the other customers were near the door. You mean what? You mean what? What you trying to say? Something about Tyler Perry? Because it's just like it's so many moving parts. You can't bring a gun into the bank. Well, listen, I don't know what state she was in. Have you ever heard anything called open carry? I've been to several places, and because Michigan is an open carry state, I see people with guns. I'm walking in the store and a man got 2 guns on his waist. The other day, I was just somewhere. Where was I at? And a young man came in and had a gun on his waist. It was out. It wasn't concealed or anything. If you're in an open carry state, you can really carry a gun openly as long as you're not a convicted felon. That's a law. That's a rule. Like, you're able to do that. So I'm sure that, the bank might be one of those places that you probably need to leave it in the car. But yet and still, she didn't tell the girl to give her all her money. She just was in there crying and panicking, talking about she needed to cash her check because she needed to go back and pay 15 people out of a $510 check. So I just feel like first of all, he got all that money, and I don't think he tries to be cheap. I think he tries to keep his reputation of being efficient, paying the most, and being able to shoot these movies in such a short amount of time. But it shows, it definitely shows. It shows in the work. It shows in, he lucky Siskel and Ebert don't judge movies no more, because they would have ripped him a new one, because he's so, if 5 different people see the movie, 5 different people are going to come up with their own assumptions depending on their own experiences. So the movie doesn't just move along with every single fact that he wants you to know, and him just laying everything out as the movie's from credits to credits. It's not like he's laying everything out and moving everything along. He is literally just moving. He just moving, and he's leaving everything up to the audience or the person watching the movie to just come up with their own conclusion, to just deal with whatever they feel should have happened. And if they've had any dealings with CPS, however CPS works. Hey, real life, thank you, Real Life Simulations. Thank you for joining. But it's like he'll do these movies, and they're short and they're cute for a Tyler Perry production. But what the hell? What point was you trying to get across? Thank you. Like, what point were you, what were you trying to say? What was the message? I can understand with Straw, it was mental health. I believe that it was, he wanted to make sure that he left a message that everybody should take care of their mental health, because we all are like two thoughts away from totally losing it. There are some of us who really are dealing with one thing and another and another. That's why you have sayings like, when it rains it pours. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's just always, it's always something. It's always something. And I can believe, it's believable. The movie is believable. It was a bit much, of course. Like, what are the odds of you getting evicted, getting fired, your child getting taken from you, you having an issue with the police officer? Like, what are the odds of you actually going through each and every one of these events in the same day with no resolve nowhere? And I mean, while some things could happen, I guess in order for him to send his message out, he had to, pile it on and give that wow factor that everybody who was able to see it was, like, wow, like, dang, this is crazy. This really happened. Oh my goodness, all this stuff happening to this lady. He wanted to make something for people that haven't seen a Tyler Perry movie before. So you saying this was a Tyler Perry version of Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood? So now he just wanted to make a movie where he just encompassed everything and all the movies and just in one. Yeah, it was considering him all right. So I saw a lot of people who commented and said that most of the complaints that I saw were like, I'm tired of Tyler Perry, showing black women in a horrible light. We always gotta be destitute. We always gotta be the ones with our thumb up and our hand out. And, just it's just it was a lot of complaints as far as him, showing poor women. But Tyler Perry don't always show that. Tyler Perry has shown black people in very wealthy spaces. So, I mean, while he does have a couple movies where, it's some single women who just settle and end up with just anybody and it's the happily ever after, I believe that he's pretty equal with that. I don't think that, I mean, it's all entertainment. So I don't feel like he is just in the field of, let me just down these these black women. Let me just show that black women don't have nothing and they always struggling, because every movie that he does not show us always struggling. Tyler Perry is really, really smart. He's a very talented man. And I always hear good things about him when actors and actresses work with him. But I just feel like he probably needs to spend more than 3 or 4 days. Should the name of it be Diary of a Family Reunion? Amadeus Cookout with daddy's little girls who can do bad. No, that should not be the name of it, fool. No, he shouldn't have named it that, because those were all separate movies in their right. Even those examples, see, Daddy Little Girls. It wasn't even no women in Daddy's Little Girls. Well, it was, but you know, the man was the star of the show. He was the one who was, you know, going through it. Couldn't find nobody for them little girls. But I don't feel like, I mean, in Tyler Perry's defense, I don't think that he is just somebody. I feel like he is just a man who was raised by a black woman. He's not familiar with anybody else's struggle. He don't know how far anybody else's struggle would go. What do Korean people do when they struggle? What do Caucasian people do when they struggle? What do, I mean, anybody else do when they struggle? He knows that he's seen a lot of black women struggle, so he can give those instances and inferences. He can, you know, roll out a lot of examples of African American women and their struggles. So I just feel like he does well with that, like storytelling. I think he is good in telling his story, because I don't believe that this story started and ended the way that the movie did. You know, and stories are always way better than movies anyway, because they can only put so much on the screen. His billions will keep going. I don't know if he hurting for our benefit of the doubt. No, he not hurting, but he would like to hear positive messages regarding his movie. Like he would like to know that, you know, everybody who saw his movie, you know, enjoyed it. And he don't mind listening to like the critics and the critiques, as long as, you know, you're not trolling and you're not just saying crazy stuff. He's here for the actual critiques though. But my only critique is like, just spend more than 5 days with the movie. Like, just tell people it's gonna be at least a week and a half, because I think that then would give him, first of all, time to tell his full story, because at this point he ain't doing the story justice. I believe I would have to read every book with every movie, because I would want to hear about, he would like for us to see it and pay for the streaming service. And well, I mean, maybe. And then again, do he care? Do he need it? He don't need that money. Sure, he don't care. He could care less, whoever y'all are that's paying or not paying. So I think that he can just, you know, allow a couple more extra days. Yeah, you probably got to pay people a couple more dollars, but they say you the highest paying anybody anyway. Yeah, so just tell them it's gonna be about a week and a half. I say give it 10 business days, you know. Just give me 10 business days so that I can, you know, be able to look back before, you know, a lot of producers actually watch all of their takes before they release their actors and actresses, because they need to see if they need to record another scene over, or if they didn't get the shot that they wanted from a scene, they will have somebody, you know, record something else from another angle and put another camera in there. And that's why they do stuff like that, because they know how they want to tell the story. And if they look at it and they got all the actors, you know, just standing by, because, you know, the actors have to be released by the production company, and, you know, they sit in their trailers for a couple minutes, days, hours, however long after the movie has wrapped, so that they can watch the movie, and the producers can watch the movie and they can watch and see if everything's showing the way they can. And those scenes that didn't work out the way they wanted them to work out, they're able to switch it and change it with technology. And then if they need a certain somebody back, they'll, knock on the door of their trailer and tell them, come on, we got to record this. I think we're going to have to do this one scene again. Tyler Perry don't do that. He just make it do what it do. And as in the words of Smokey Mama on Friday, make it enough. Then everybody wig exactly. Be from the beauty supply out the box of the beauty supply. Oh baby. Medea. Oh, Medea's lace front, baby. Do Ari's hair. My daughter has a real serious mental problem. She is crazy. She gonna say he have everybody else wig looking like he come from the beauty supply, but Medea wig be looking like Arrogant Tay. He talking about the boy that do Ari's hair. She talking about Arrogant Tay. So she said Medea hair be looking like Arrogant Tay did it. I know. I just looked at that the other day. I was like, Medea hair be laid. But everybody else on the movies, but I just think that he probably just needs to go on and extend the movies. Like, you don't gotta be the one who everybody's saying, ooh, he only kept us for 4 days. He only needed us for 1 weekend to make a movie. Like, we know what movies take to be made. We know what resources they take. Like, you don't got to be the one that feel like they got to be like, oh, yeah, I make my movies in 20 minutes. Yeah, because it looked like it. We could just tell. It looked like it. It's just, we see that. We see it. We notice that, we could tell it only took you 5 minutes to make this movie. And I could see if it didn't look like it. If it looked like something and it looked like, it didn't take us 5 minutes, then you could, that's a flex. Yes, you could brag about that. Yep, it only took me 5 days. I only need 5 days and only $500 to make a movie. And look what I got. And I can get Taraji and Sherry Shepherd and Tiana Taylor was in it too. She was she was one of the officers. She was on the police force, and she was conversing with the officers. She slapped the mess out of that cop that she had the accident with, that Taraji had the accident with. She slapped the mess out of him because she felt like he was the one who sent her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That was his, it was his actions that, sent her, through the roof. But I just don't think I think he needs to spend some more time. I think he do. I think he needs to just go ahead and ask, can he hold them actors a little longer? Because this was, I think it's just when you leave so much for your audience to, just take a guess at it and decide what parts they would make it, then it becomes an argument about the movie and you miss your point of getting to all of these women who may be struggling because of the pieces that they have to put together that were missing from the original movie. And I know that he is way, 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 way much more smarter than that. And he is able to, he's able to, get it all together. He got enough writers and the talent is there. Taraji really did a good job. Well, everybody did though. Taraji did a good job acting. Sherry Shepherd, she was really good. Her acting was really good. And you know, we all know Tiana Taylor, she can't do nothing wrong. If whatever she do, it's gonna be top notch, cause she just ain't wired to do nothing wrong, or ineffective, or to not move you. But he said that she was doing 2 movies at a time, so I guess he felt like he wanted to be, considerate of everybody's time and not go over as much, because yeah, that's how he was. That's how he felt. So yeah, y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all thought about this movie. If you liked it and you really enjoyed it, you just let me know that. If you didn't have any qualms, the opinions of those who feel like, oh, he hate black women, he always talking about black women, like, I don't want to really hear about those. I don't, those opinions, yeah, I mean, I don't really care to hear it like that, because everybody is just not out to attack black women. And I really don't think that he is. I don't. I really don't. I don't think that he is, um, you know, out to show black women in a negative light, or in a needy light. I don't think that that is, his purpose and his plan. So yeah, just, connect with me and let me know what y'all think about the movie Straws. Did you watch it? Did you see the whole thing? Did you have to stop it? Some people said that they were triggered very early on and they couldn't finish it. Um, that wasn't me per se. Um, I guess only because I knew it was a movie. Um, And I mean, stuff happens. Like, life be life, and sometimes. So people go through things. And sometimes when people go through things, they go through another thing directly after that. So I didn't see it being a big deal as far as that went. But yeah, let me know. I would love to know what your thoughts are. What did you think about it? How did you feel? Did you think they should allow a little more time to make these movies? Do you think that his 5-day run is enough? Do you think there was anything missing? If you thought the movie was perfect, perfect. Just let me know. All right, Swing Squad, and I will holler at y'all later. Thank you for everybody that joined and everybody that is going to come back and replay. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you all.